One, go.
Hello and welcome to this week's Football Talk podcast with myself, Josh Call, and with a very technically flustered David Nichols. How you
Oh,
feeling, Dave?
horrid. It's
Oh,
been a nightmare. It's been a
we're
nightmare.
trying to improve things. We're trying to develop a kind of a technical aspect of this, and we failed for now.
Massively.
For
Well,
now,
it's all right now. Yeah. It's all right now.
yeah. But in terms of preparation, we're there. We're at it. Dave, how are you? Other than that, have you had a good week?
It's same old, isn't
No.
it? Yeah, same old. Really, at the moment, mate. It's not been too bad. It's not been too bad. So I can't.
You've been
I
what
can't complain.
what's your current status in the house all the time? Bit of exercise? What are you allowed to do? What are
Well,
your rules and regs?
we're allowed to go out. It's just everything's shut. So there's nothing. Well,
Okay.
not everything's shut. You can still go out. Like you can still go for a run. Katie and I still take the dog for a walk. Yeah, you could go out for a run. I don't, obviously, but
Yeah, I was like, when you said that, I was like, yeah, I know. Like in England or in UK, they allowed unlimited exercise. Like, yeah, I'm going back out for my 10 runs a day. Then that's good. I can
yeah, um,
feel a bit confined with my only one time a day exercise, which I didn't use.
yeah,
Uh, yeah.
but it's all right. It is what it is. I mean, we're getting barbers and shops and stuff reopening on the 1st of June or something. So
Oh man, I don't think we're going to have hairdressers open until like July. I don't think, which is going to be really interesting.
really,
It's just-
July. Bloody
yeah,
hell. Okay,
yeah, it
that's a
seems
long
that
time.
way.
Yeah. So
And I'm not. If you're aware, we're allowed to visit one member of a different household. So if you want to visit parents, you've got to see them one at a time, which I can
yeah,
understand. There's different frameworks, so people don't abuse it. Like two families of 10 meeting up with each other.
I've
I don't know who
already
the
heard of
families
people
are.
that have flaunted those rules somewhat by saying that. So it's a married couple, and I won't name names. They're a married couple, and they're saying they're going. They had to go round to his parents' house because his wife is cleaning their house, and he's going round to look at that house because he wants to buy it. So technically, they're going around for different reasons, but they're just happening to be seeing parents at the same time.
Oh my
So,
goodness.
but yes, but technical difficulties are sorted. Just lockdown is still happening, Josh. But football news, come on.
Football might be happening. Football news. It's more of a. It's kind of been a bit of a downbeat week in news, I'd say. We've
Yeah.
had Dele Alli held at knife point in his own house and taken a punch to the face by all accounts, which is remarkably bad, really. I mean,
Yeah,
I think that will shake people a lot. Like I can kind of get my head around kind of on the street type activities but in your own at home is where you kind of feel safe. Although you're probably not safe. You got if people want to get in, they'll get in. But you should feel safe in your own home. So I imagine that's been a fantastic end to his lockdown time for Dele Alli.
yeah, just what he wants to get back in the frame of mind for football and
Yeah,
everything like
yeah.
that. Yeah, a little bit worrying. So
And it's the premeditated side of it is, I mean, Dele Alli was going to be nowhere else. I mean, you've seen footballers in the past be attacked or their houses being ransacked when they've been at games. People know that one, it's night time, two, it's lockdown. He's going to be there, so
yeah,
you're
yeah.
preparing for that. I don't know. It's an awful situation. So
It's a
hopefully,
weird thing as
right,
well, isn't it? Because you think if you're going to target a footballer's home and you know you can break into his home, I assume they broke in. I don't know too much about the story, but you think you'd do it when he's not there, so you can nick anything.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just,
yeah. Why are you searching that? I don't know.
yeah, very bizarre.
Not nice.
Very bizarre. So, not a good way to start a football talk podcast, but we have to bring some negative news at the same time. So,
Yeah.
But okay, what
What about
about
you?
League Two? Vote has
League
been
Two?
done. Yeah, no,
They have done it.
well, sort of. It's going to finish early, sort of. They're still going to have the playoffs, and I think relegation clubs are still going to play or something. I don't.
Yeah, so they've decided against relegating bottom place Stevenage because without allowing them to play it out, but because of Bury got kind of was it liquidated? Got kind of
Liquidated,
yeah, they are only at 23 leagues, so they're kind of agreed that there'll be promotion into the league. So Barrow would be promoted to the league to restore the football league to 72 teams.
Okay, that's not too bad then. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, and then there'll be they still want playoffs, but that's still to be kind of agreed. So then it seems like it's flowing its way up now. So that's kind of like League Two almost done, with some playoffs to play. Then League One, they're kind of now talking around kind of can they extend the playoffs to include more teams because it's not quite as clear who would be in those playoffs because there's because I think 1 point separates third place Oxford with 8th place Wickham, and so it's really close there. So it's
just a mess, isn't it? It's just a mess.
It is, yeah.
Like taking club allegiances aside, because obviously you've openly admitted that it would be funny for Liverpool not to win the league. But taking that aside, would you still just void it? Would you just say, right, because I was chatting to friends last night, and one of them was just like, it's got to the point where it's so silly, just void everything. Just void everything, or finish it as it is, make a decision.
Well, yeah, because it's getting to the point where I'm not quite sure what sport is going to be played at this point in terms of what the look of a sport will be. We've seen like different rule changes being proposed, like substitutions changed. They're like, if tackling, turn away your face. I don't know if that was a joke or not, but it's just like ultimately you're going to get to a different game at this point. It's going to be it's going to be nothing that we kind of remember if anything like that comes in. And so I'm still of opinion void it because I still don't. I'm still can't see light at the end of the tunnel where 2021 season would be regular. So it would need. I would be voiding it and just waiting it out until you can when 2021 season could be somewhat normal.
I just think I'm of the same opinion. I think just void all football in the UK and come to an agreement about what to do. Obviously that would be quite tough, but have that agreement that no football is going to be played. Because there are going to be idiots that go to the stadiums. There are going to be idiots that try and go to a pub or get together to watch it and things like that. So it's not just the safety of footballers; it's going to be the people as well. So
yeah, I do feel I don't know if this is an English thing, but the way that football's been politicised has been really ground my gears. Is that first of all, it was Matt Hancock calling footballers out, albeit asked a question. He kind of didn't. He's never questioned any of the elite, other than the highly paid footballers for giving their money away. It's like great. So I'm just getting some politicians effectively forcing me to overtly give my money away. I might be doing so many good things behind the scenes. So that was first of all right at the start of lockdown. And now they've been called out and going, the morale of a nation. And Danny Rose obviously vehemently kind of disagreed with this. But it's like, honestly, like I'd say 20% of the nation enjoy football, and then if only half of those teams would have an enjoyable experience in terms of a win or a draw, roughly. Exactly. And so 10% of the nation would have enjoy this being back. It's like to put the weight of the kind of the nation's expectation and morale on footballers, as well as tell them to give away their money. It's a bit disgusting, really, how it's been used.
I think it is. I think it's all a bit wrong. It's the only word I think I can use to describe it. It's all been a bit wrong, and I'm lucky. I feel lucky that I'm not there. Like I can dip in and out of the news in the UK whenever I want being here, and that includes football and stuff like that. But yeah, okay, it's. I agree though. I would probably just void it, and that's that job done. So give Liverpool the league if it's that desperate to them. They probably weren't going to throw it away. So
no, but unfortunately, I think that as Liverpool fans, I think they would. It's been a fantastic season for them, but I think they would want to play it out just so that it could be played out rather than that little asterisk going.
Yeah. League champions over a 29 game season or whatever it is. So yeah. Any other news? I've got I guess on the same thing. I'll go straight into it. Another league has void. Belgium has come out today and said they're going to they're voiding it, and Club Brugge have just been declared champions. So more leagues seem to be going down that route, which is a little.
They do, don't they? So, yeah, but the bit that we're kind of waiting to hear is the kind of how European football works with it all, because it's all been about the Central League, isn't it?
Yeah.
Rather than the kind of the Europa Champions League type things. In terms of the Belgian league, I mean, there's obviously it was Vincent Kompany's first season. Didn't really. I mean, I think they were kind of mid-table side, so I think they were on a bit of run of form before all this. But I don't think it'd be too disappointing, kind of having that all done and dusted. Get his first season as a maybe just his last one as a player manager.
Yeah, that's a shame. Love a good player manager. Love a good player manager. So, so Club Brugge are declared. And that's the other thing. Can you void seasons when or can you void leagues, not seasons? Can you void leagues when other leagues aren't voiding? They're actually just ending. Because
Well, yeah, it would be a complete mixed bag, won't it?
Yeah. So, anyway, go on then. Other things in the news?
Well, Bundesliga obviously starts today, and I've got mixed feelings about it. As much as I'm happy to see sport back, I because of the impression I get of all the turmoil around the English league starting, I feel almost kind of like, I know this is a kind of forbidden fruit. I feel like, should I be enjoying it coming back? Should I feel concerned for?
I think
kind of the players.
Everyone's obviously very excited about live football coming back, but I think when you watch it, it's going to be so different. People will be like, "That's weird." I've got mixed feelings about that. No crowds in the stadium. Are they going to make fake? There's rumours there's going to be fake crowd noises that are going to play in the stadium. The players themselves. I don't know if you saw the Bayern Munich bus when it was arriving. I can't remember who they're playing, but they arrived last week at the stadium and have had like a World Cup camp lockdown.
Yeah, they've been in kind of hotels, haven't they? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it. I'll watch the Borussia Dortmund-Schalke game today here in Singapore. And are you going to tune in and watch it? Or
yeah.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I think it might be very strange. So I think it'd be.
No, if you're asking a guy who used to watch, consume as much football as he could, albeit when I was younger, when I didn't have kids, but I was literally I'm out of under 21, and I normally stopped under 21. I watched under 16 tournaments as well. I've watched my fair share of shocking football. So a top European league coming back, albeit behind closed doors, obviously will garner my attention. But I just don't. The Bundesliga is under a microscope now. It is.
That's it. Yeah.
This is going to pave the way. Like if it goes wrong, if a negative feeling around it, it may impact other leagues coming back. Obviously, in the next month or so is where the kind of reigniting the leagues is coming from. If this goes wrong, if players fall ill because of it, and Tammy Abraham came out and said his dad has asthma, and if he was to come home and infect him or something, then it would just be.
There's a lot of control.
It's
It's Bundesliga under a microscope, but if it's successful and nothing bad happens after his first week, and then
and to be honest, I couldn't think of a better league to restart, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Under the guise of the German kind of efficiency and thoroughness and just planning through it, I think that's the reason why it's starting up early, because of that that prowess. I think it's a good league to get up and running, and it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see. Yeah.
I agree. Who are you backing? Schalke or Dortmund?
Well, Dortmund.
You think you're supporting Dortmund in the game, or you think they're going to win?
I think they're going to. What, this just individual game?
Just this individual game, yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I'm intrigued because in case
we can bring back
there,
betting with Josh.
Super Six is on this week for Bundesliga, by the way.
Sacking that off, Super Six. No, it's void. Super Six season's void. It's null and void. Super Six season. Sorry guys. Null and void.
There's also that's sort of being relegated to the Football Talk B League with everybody's mums.
Exactly. Yeah. But what would your money be on in the game today?
I would say betting company is going to make a shed load of money in this first week, because they have literally no idea. People have no idea how it's going to go. You've got what level of fitness, kind of. I've been thinking about this. I think, from personal perspective, I think Spurs will benefit from this break, as it were, because we have now key players back from injury.
Yeah.
I think Mourinho is a meticulous coach. He wouldn't have been having time off. He would have been meticulously going through and analysing things and preparing and getting ready for this day when it comes back. I think Spurs would, well, if they're not a big winner, Christ, we can't be a loser from this.
Yeah.
We were out without Kane, Son, Bergwijn, Sissoko. I don't know, probably others I've forgotten. So if we can't be more positive from this, just from players returning from injury, and then the kind of the element of planning, I think that I would say Spurs going up. But in terms of the Bundesliga, it's like a lot of people be betting on it who never normally bet on it.
Hello.
They dropped that Belarusian league like a stone, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then secondly, it's like the first few weeks of the season. You just don't know where things are going to lie. You don't quite know where it's at.
No, I think I'm gonna put a couple of bets on, and I think I'm gonna do individual player bets rather than results. So I'm gonna do like Sancho to assist at any time, which will be really rubbish odds, but
It will be our rubbish odds because they'll be hedging that bet massively.
yeah.
Would you reckon we'll see lots of goals, no goals? Would you reckon tight matches, or it's kind of like they'll be like, it's not even the real league. It just feels weird. Let's just go for it.
I think the whole thing's gonna feel weird. I think I'm expecting it to be like first game back in the season where everyone is well up for it, but doesn't have the fitness to sustain it for 90 minutes. So you get loads of like late goals. But I think they would have kept themselves in tip-top form. The Bundesliga knew they were coming back like 2-3 weeks ago, so
I can't help but feel this is a break that so many footballers needed.
Oh yeah, massively, yeah.
And the problem I think we're probably not been allowed unless it's happened behind closed doors. There's probably a fair few players. If knowing this break was going to happen, a lot of minor injuries, surgery would have happened.
Yeah, very true. Actually, yeah, very true.
But maybe this break, I honestly, I think this is in the long term. This would have revitalised players because they were getting run into the ground. The amount of times we've spoken about how players are a commodity. They're just getting used and abused. And actually reminds me. Actually, I was watching. Have you watched any of The Last Dance yet?
We're up to the point where we're waiting for the last 2 episodes to come out.
Okay, so I'm only a couple of episodes in, and my mind was blown. I don't really know much about the NBA, but I was like. And they mentioned, I think in the second episode, like the hopes for the next season, like 84 games unbeaten. Like 84 games.
Yeah, American sports are ridiculous for how much they play, and then they go for like 3 weeks without seeing family because they do a bunch of away games traveling around all the same time. And then
I remember seeing that in which one was it? The what's the American football one? The Arizona Cardinals, and they were like having this East side match, and they were like playing like Philadelphia and a few other places. It's just so vast.
The playoffs where they do because in so it won't spoil anything, but in Last Dance, Chicago go to I think it's Phoenix, and they fly to Phoenix, and then they have to fly back to Chicago, and Phoenix fly to Chicago the next day, and they play the next day, and they get 1 day off with that travel. It's absolutely mental, but.
Yeah, Americans sure know how to kind of monetize sport, don't they?
They really do, yeah. They really do. But, we've got a question very quickly.
In future weeks, we'll obviously be, for a few weeks, we'll at least be kind of covering Bundesliga when we return to Sunday Sunday Live, I think.
Bundesliga review. That's what it'll be.
Bundesliga review. So, yeah, will we fall in love with Bundesliga and we'll forever change this podcast to be in a Bundesliga podcast, Dave?
Well, potentially.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah.
You studied German at school, didn't you?
Very briefly. I did more French than German, but I did a little bit of German, yeah.
Okay, you can be you're a Bundesliga correspondent then, Dave.
Hey, yes. So what did you do? Italian?
So, sì. Mi chiamo Josh. Yes.
So you'll be our Italian correspondent. So.
Absolutely. Syria all over it.
I had the lady that had a hair like a poodle. I can't remember her name.
Mrs. Pritchard.
No, that was the English teacher.
No, Mrs. Pritchard was German.
She had German roots, but she was English. She taught English, Mrs. Pritchard. I had a woman.
She definitely did. Definitely did not.
Blonde hair, poodly blonde hair. You wouldn't know her because I'm pretty sure she only taught German.
I see teachers around. This is a very niche element of podcast people.
Yeah, right. We've got a question.
We'll leave it there. We'll have this discussion offline.
We've got a question. Obviously, where we're talking about leagues being void, what Europa League and Champions League, would you void it? Would you just void that now as well? Void everything?
Hell yeah, Spurs are out.
Yeah. I quite like the idea of what UEFA have sort of rumoured and said they will be done in just one massive round robin, a game every day.
We proposed last week to have a 5-a-side tournament, like you do as a kind of primary schooler with all your family around. Obviously not family, but in a big St George's Park. Do that for the Europa League and Champions League. Just get. We've also have a Nike advert in the cage. What's more sterile than that? Everybody's away from each other.
Or how about you get a neutral goalkeeper from like the biggest club who's been knocked out? So let's say Spurs are out. So Lloris is the one goalkeeper. You pick your 2 best players and you have Wembley doubles until there's one team left.
Oh, Wembley doubles! Yes!
Wembley doubles for the Europa and Champions League. and then that's it.
Yes.
You're done.
Okay. I mean,
So,
you'd have some absolutely ridiculous matchups.
and
That
then
would
you can
be.
make it headers and volleys as well, just to make it really entertaining.
Oh, yeah.
Only headers and
Thing is,
volleys.
as amateurs, headers and volleys is always a little bit of a struggle as a kid because I don't know, you'd scuff your cross in, you'd have to flick it up, and it would be rubbish. But footballers just find it so easy. You'd have to be something even more. Have to be diving headers and overhead kicks only.
Oh, I'd love that. I'd love that.
That is Robin van Persie's wheelhouse.
Yeah. So, right, should we move on?
Yeah, let's go. Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la 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 la. Ooh la 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 la. It's quizzing time. Bring it up, Dave.
The quiz is on the screen for those watching on YouTube and live on YouTube as well.
Right.
Talk me through it.
So every week I quiz Dave, or sometimes he quizzes me, but normally I quiz Dave on some form of football knowledge. And this one, you mentioned player managers. Well, this is somewhat linked because this is, can you name every one who has been both a player and a manager in the Premier League?
Oh my word! Okay.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! So,
Oh my goodness.
first thoughts. Don't name any answers yet. First thoughts. What do you reckon? Is it you find it a tough quiz or easy quiz? We've got 45 answers, so there's 45 people who've played and managed.
I think I'm going to struggle. I'm going to go.
I tried this last night, and I did admit it was a bit of a struggle because there's a number of players who played in like the first season and then managed a really shocking club early on as well. It's like, oh great, I've got. Yeah, but we'll kind of talk it through. I've got obviously the answer in front of me. I'll spoon feed you where I can.
So what'd you say? 45 people.
45 people.
45 different individuals, yeah?
45 different individuals. And I'll give you a clue.
Yeah.
The list is in surname alphabetical order.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna aim for 20, I think.
Okay, you think that's what you think that's a pass mark?
I think well, no, 50% will be a pass mark. So what that 23?
Yeah, okay. So 23 pass
23.
mark, all right?
Okay. All right then. So played for Southampton, managed Leicester.
Yes.
And it's alphabetical, so it'll be an A, likely.
Hey, Dave, you are.
I'm on it.
On it.
I'm on it.
This quiz stands no chance of that kind of logic.
Is it one I should be getting?
No.
Okay, we'll come back to that one because I've got the next one. So, played for Arsenal, managed Portsmouth, Tony Adams.
Tony Adams, yes.
Played for West Ham and Everton, managed West Ham, Tony Cottee.
No, that one you definitely know. Not English, that one.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's not going to be Cottee, is it? Because it'll be A or B, probably. Alphabet, innit? Alphabet. Got it. It's all up here.
Yeah.
I know my alphabet. West Ham and Everton.
A, B, C, D.
Manage West Ham. Oh, Slavan Bilic.
Slavan Bilic, well done.
Played for Man United, managed Birmingham. We got Steve Bruce. Yeah.
Steve Bruce.
Played for Chelsea, managed West Brom. Come back to that.
Okay.
Played for Crystal Palace and Blackburn, managed Fulham.
I would also add he played for Fulham as well, but I think played for them when they were in the Championship.
Oh, okay.
Or would it have been Division 1 then?
Played for Crystal Palace, Blackburn, managed... I assume I know them quite well.
Yeah. Has also managed internationally.
Oh, Chris Coleman.
Chris Coleman. He played for Fulham, didn't he?
Yeah, he did play for Fulham, yeah. Didn't he also manage... No, Sunderland weren't in the Prem then, Dave. Don't be an idiot.
We've all sinned.
We've all sinned Sunderland till I die, yeah. Played for Bolton, managed Burnley and Bolton.
Yeah.
Eddie Howe? No, because that would be Bournemouth on the list. What an idiot.
Yeah. No, this manager, he kind of betrayed Burnley mid-season.
Oh,
I think,
Owen Coyle?
Owen Coyle.
Yeah, Owen Coyle. Played for Sheffield Wednesday, West Ham, Charlton, managed Sunderland.
This one was more obvious than I gave it credit for.
No, because it's alphabetical order, Dave. Got to remember that. I've already declared my knowledge of the alphabet.
Quinn is not in there.
Okay. Sheffield Wednesday, West Ham and Charlton.
Charlton game, playing for Charlton threw me off. Think of more. I remember him definitely as a memorable incident for Sheffield Wednesday, and definitely remember him mainly for West Ham as a player.
Di Canio. The memorable.
Oh Lord, Dig. And then what was the memorable incident, Dave?
Pushing over Mr. Gherkin, wasn't it? Was it Gherkin the Durkin? Or Durkin the Gherkin? Might have even been before his time, actually.
What would you say his most memorable moment for West Ham was?
Scoring the scissor kick volley.
3. I think he's got 3. So my 3 memories, scissor kick volley, catching the ball against Everton when was it Paul Gerrard was down injured, and the goal against Man United when Barthez is waving for offside.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, all memorable, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, played for Chelsea, managed West Brom and Chelsea. Di Matteo.
Yes.
Southampton, Crystal Palace. Played for Southampton, Crystal Palace, and West Ham. Managed Crystal Palace, Charlton, and Hull. Ian Dowie?
Ian Dowie. I literally have my only recollection of Dowie is as a pundit.
He scored the best own goal I've ever seen.
One
One of the best own goals. I'll change it. One of the best own goals.
Downgrading it already?
Yeah. A corner comes in and he's the striker back to defend the corner. And I'm not joking. He loses all instincts. It comes onto his head and he does this bullet sort of header top corner. I don't know. The only thing that came across him must have been, I've got to score this. It's a wonderful finish. Postage stamp. But yeah, that was for Crystal Palace actually. Yeah. Okay. Played for Arsenal. Managed Aston Villa.
Oh, this one is difficult. If you have a recollection of this guy playing for Arsenal, it'd be in early Wenger days because of his nationality.
French. Remy Gard.
Oh!
Yeah. He was terrible at Villa, wasn't he? Manager.
Yeah.
It was awful. Yeah, okay.
Wasn't that when they got relegated, they just kind of brought him in, it was kind of like they eked themselves over the line.
Yeah.
Beneath the line.
Played for Chelsea, managed Chelsea and Newcastle. Rude Hullet.
Never saw the best. It was too late in his career because everybody speaks about Ruud Gullit as being this majestic player playing total football, but it was even before my time. We were just always a bit substandard. I mean, that was the kind of era of Chelsea getting kind of George Weah as well, didn't they? And
yeah, it was. Yeah,
even like Desailly, I don't think was the peak Desailly.
He was player manager at both of them, I think. Chelsea and Newcastle.
I'm not sure player manager for Newcastle.
Okay, maybe not. Okay, anyway, played for Chelsea, managed Chelsea, Southampton, and Spurs.
Yeah. Legend.
Oh wow.
Player manager as well here. Chelsea's history of player managers.
I was going to say Glenn Hoddle, but it can't be Hoddle.
Yeah, you're right.
Is it?
Oh. Yeah, because he played in...
He played for Swindon.
Oh, in the...
He was player manager of Swindon in 92-93 or 93-94.
Oh, is there a gap in this market?
Is it Glenn Hoddle? Is that who they've got on there?
It is Glenn Hoddle, yeah. So did he...
I'm pretty sure he came up with Swindon and was player manager for him in the first season. Maybe wrong though.
No. Just days after guiding Swindon to promotion, he accepted the offer to manage Chelsea and was succeeded by Swindon by assistant and former Spurs teammate John Gorman.
There you go. Okay.
There we go. The quiz lives on with its integrity.
It does, yeah. Played for QPR, managed Blackpool and Crystal Palace. It's got to be Ian Holloway.
It is Ian Holloway.
I can't think of anyone else that managed Blackpool in the Premier League, so... played for Man United, Chelsea, Southampton, Everton, Blackburn. Managed Blackburn man's Mark Hughes.
Just looking at Mark Hughes, he really has very little loyalty. Man United, Man City, Chelsea, Fulham, and and QPR in there. It's like you might as well go and manage Portsmouth, Burnley, and Liverpool as well, mate. Christ.
Played for Man United, Liverpool, Middlesbrough, Wolves. Managed Blackburn. Oh, Paul Ince.
Paul Ince wasn't cut out for management, as we found out from Morton Camps Pedersen.
Yeah, very true. Played for Chelsea, managed Fulham. The ones that are just one club people are really hard.
Yeah.
Who's managed Fulham in the Premier League?
So he also managed Watford, but Watford in the Championship.
It's not Brendan, is it? No, because he'd have loads more in there, Dave. Stop being an idiot. And he didn't play for Chelsea.
Please keep verbalising, Dave. It makes for much more
I know,
entertaining.
yeah. Chelsea and played for Chelsea, so it must be early on in the Premier League.
Yeah, so, lots of foreign imports.
Yeah.
And then managed Watford and...
It's not like... No, it can't be him because of the alphabet. I was going to say Dan Petrescu, but...
Not because of the alphabet. Love it.
Yeah. Because of the alphabet.
So this is his managerial career. He went Partizan. Oh, God. Muangthong United, Levski Sofia, Hercules, Watford, Maccabi Tel Aviv, Fulham, Al Gharafa. Current manager of Al Gharafa.
No, pass. Come back to that one. I'm not going to get that.
Okay.
Nottingham Forest played for Nottingham Forest, Man United, West Ham, Chelsea, Man City. Oh no, hang on, I've put two together there, haven't I? Played for Nottingham Forest and Man United, managed Sunderland. Roy Keane.
There we go. Actually, a little bit longer than I thought, Dave.
It did, yeah, it did. Played for West Ham, Chelsea, Man City, managed Chelsea. Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
Played for...
I would say so far, it's not exactly a list of the best managers of all time, is it? And look at this.
No. Played for Nottingham Forest, managed Burnley.
This is what I alluded to when playing in the early years of the Prem.
Sean Dyche is what I'm going for.
No. I don't think you'll get this one, personally.
Okay, pass. We'll come back to that at the end. Played for Watford, managed Cardiff. Played for Watford, managed Cardiff. It strikes me that he's got to be quite young when he got into management.
No. Let me have a...
Because Watford in the Prem, they weren't in the Prem early doors.
So he also played. So it's saying, where is he? Yeah, played for Watford, managed Cardiff. Yeah, he's managed around as well. So he has managed Watford. He managed Watford in the Championship, managed Cardiff, managed Wigan, and also helped out Scotland as well.
Helped out Scotland?
Yeah, caretaker Scotland. And...
No, come back to that one.
Okay.
That's the tough one, that. Oh, is it Malky Mackay?
It is. Well done, Dave.
Yeah.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Malky Mackay. Yeah, okay. Played for Leicester, managed Man City. What the hell? Who the hell has managed Man City in the Premier League that played for Leicester? That's the point of the quiz. That's the question. Managed Man City. Who did they have before Ericsson? Oh, no, it's not the Italian guy, Mancini.
It is.
Yeah, Mancini. I remember him playing for Leicester. It was always a weird thing that I remember. Played for Norwich, managed West Brom and Bolton. Now, my Norwich knowledge isn't very good. Can I have a hint about this one?
Really kind of the most vanilla manager of all time. I can't see him getting mad, can't see him getting excited. He's more vanilla than Roy.
Gary Megson.
Yes.
Is it Gary Megson? That's incredible. All right. Played for Southampton and Swansea, managed Swansea. Gary Monk. Played for Arsenal and Leeds, managed Leeds and Aston Villa. David O'Leary.
Yes.
Played for Charlton, Chelsea, Newcastle, West Ham, Tottenham, Fulham. Managed Fulham. Scott Parker.
Parker.
Played for Forest, Newcastle, West Ham, managed Man City. Stuart Pearce.
Yes.
Played for Sheffield Wednesday and Middlesbrough. Managed Leicester. Again, Leicester's one of those teams. They've not had too many managers in the Premier League that I can.
This is a more recent manager as well, Dave. It's post Martin O'Neill time.
Oh really? Oh okay. No, pass. Come back to that one.
Okay.
Played for Liverpool, managed Southampton. Pellegrini, the centre back.
Oh no, Pellegrino.
Pellegrino. Yeah. Played for Man United, managed Hull.
This has got to be massively early doors Premier League if he's playing.
Because I know exactly. Mike Phelan, that's his name.
Yeah.
I had him in my head, I just couldn't remember his name. Played for Southampton, managed Brighton, Chris Hughton.
Yes.
Hang on, is that right?
Oh no, it's not.
I was going to say, you said it's alphabetical order and I've just got P. I can't go P to H. Played for Southampton, managed Brighton. The guy that's in charge now, Potter.
Yeah. Didn't realise that.
No, I didn't know that, yeah.
I actually almost badged him as a person who's never played football before.
Yeah, so did I.
Bit of an Avram Grant.
Played for Chelsea and Spurs, managed Sunderland. Can't be that many people that have played for Chelsea and Spurs in the Premier League.
Yeah, no, he's all right. He was right. We got him a bit past his peak, and I've got two memorable moments for him actually.
But managing Sunderland.
Yes.
No, come back to that one then. If he's got memorable moments, it means I should know him, so we'll come back to that one. Played for Man City and Southampton, managed Man City, Sunderland and Leeds. It's the Sunderland managers that I can't get.
A fair few, isn't there?
Man City, Sunderland and Leeds.
I would not have thought this guy played in Premier League. It would have been early years.
Oh, God, okay.
And I do remember him at Sunderland. He had a very good time at Sunderland.
Peter Reid.
Peter Reid.
Thanks for giving it away.
No worries.
Played for Man United and Middlesbrough, managed Middlesbrough and West Brom. I was going to say Jonathan Greening, but he's never managed in his life.
Chris Eagles. Did Chris Eagles play for Borough?
Yeah, I think he did, yeah. Steve McLaren?
No.
Played for Man United and Middlesbrough, went on to manage Middlesbrough. Who the hell did we have that we've sold to Middlesbrough? Oh, it might be on loan. Yeah, it might be on loan. I can't think of who's gone on to manage Middlesbrough and West Brom from Man United.
He's a very key player for you. Player manager maybe at Borough, I think.
Oh, that's really early Premier League era then. Must be early Premier League era. Player managers haven't existed in the Premier League for years.
He's got an infamous photo when he was announced.
Oh my God, I'm struggling now. Come back to that. I'm struggling with that.
Okay.
Really struggling with that. Played for Wimbledon and Swindon. Managed Fulham. Oh, Sanchez?
Yeah.
Is that his name? Laurie Sanchez?
Laurie Sanchez.
Played for Blackburn and Newcastle. Managed Newcastle.
Also played for Southampton, but not in the Premier League.
Souness?
No. Was a pretty good player in the Premier League, Dave.
A pretty good... Oh, Alan Shearer. Yeah.
Shearer.
Fucking hell. Played for Blackburn, Spurs and Portsmouth. Managed Spurs and Aston Villa. Tim Sherwood.
Ooh. Yeah.
Gillet. Played for Man United. Managed Cardiff and Man United. Solskjaer.
Yes.
Played for Palace, Aston Villa, Middlesbrough. Managed Middlesbrough. Now, is this Karanka?
No, it's not.
I swear he played... who's played for Palace and Villa?
Aston Villa is where I remember this guy. Now he's international manager.
Oh, okay. Gareth Southgate.
Gareth Southgate.
Bloody hell. Leeds and Coventry. Played for Leeds and Coventry. Managed Coventry, Southampton. Little Scottish guy, Gordon Strachan.
Again, mentioned in our podcast the other week as a manager that who couldn't understand him.
Yeah, someone said they couldn't understand him.
I can't remember.
Played for Chelsea. Managed Chelsea. Vialli.
Gianluca
Player
Vialli.
Manager. Played for QPR and Crystal Palace. Managed QPR.
Early years. Since passed away, I think.
Oh, is it Ray Wilkins?
Yeah.
Yeah. Played for Sheffield Wednesday, managed Barnsley and Sheffield Wednesday. Bloody hell, it's going to be early doors if Barnsley are being managed.
Yes. Yeah, he very much epitomizes the early years of
David
Premier
Hurst.
League for me. No.
Andy someone.
No, I think he got into a little bit of trouble with the law. I'm just going to check that before I...
David Weatherall. I'm just naming old people that I remember playing for Wednesday. Chris Waddle.
No. I mean, there's nothing on his Wikipedia page, so I'm just going to leave that there.
Okay, we'll come back to that one then. We'll come back to that one. Played for Sheffield Wednesday and Leeds, managed Norwich. Oh, man.
This guy, again, is in the Gary Megson and Roy Hodgson era.
Oh, man.
I think he also managed international. I think he managed Northern Ireland.
Wilson?
That's actually strangely close to the one before that.
Oh, really? One before that, Watson. No, past that one then as well. Played for Chelsea, managed West Ham. Zola.
There you go, Dave. 37 out of 45 so far.
I mean, you've had to hint me with some, but I think I got over halfway without hints.
Yeah, no, you came into a league of your own, kind of at the tail end of the bottom list, the first list, and the top of the first list. Yeah,
I think
got a few sticking points.
The ones I haven't got, I think you're going to have to just narrow it down to ones you think I can actually answer, and then just give me the answers for the other ones. So, cool. Yeah, a tough quiz. A tough quiz on a Saturday.
Yeah, I know. It's because there's obviously no ride-out rule here, so
yeah,
it becomes a little bit. But as I said earlier, that is if you're looking at Frank Lampard thinking, "God, you're up against it, mate," because those who've played in the Premier League and managed have not been a rip-roaring success, have they?
No, they really haven't. They really haven't.
What we got in there? We got obviously Mancini, a little bit of play in there, and obviously won the league. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Di Canio, nope. I mean, Ruud Gullit, nope. I mean, how many of them still actually try and manage? Bruce does.
Stuart Pearce, is he still under 20?
He's Stuart Pearce. I mean, I shared a video on our Twitter this week, and it was the instant where he brings on David James.
Yeah.
Up front.
Coming like a wrecking
ball. It causes absolute carnage.
The bit I love about that video is when he does the nice little turn on the edge of the box, but then completely takes the player out.
In front. You can see Sean Phillips having a word. He's probably like, just lay it off.
Yeah.
Just lay it off.
Yeah.
You've got so many good players there who have turned. I look down that list. You go, Adams, great captain. Nope.
No.
You've got, Ruud Gullit, great player. Nope. You've got Glenn Hodge.
Vialli, great player. Nope.
Yeah.
Like
Mark Hughes, Paul Ince, Roy Keane. Stuart Pearce. You got.
It's just
Alan Shearer, current Manchester United manager.
Solskjaer, I think he could be all right.
Oh God! Talk about rose-tinted spectacles. We slate them all, and suddenly.
Anyway, right. Let's crack straight on. So, I got a wiki file. Here comes a wiki file. I got a wiki file for you. Hey! So, on the screen is Josh's wiki file to me. Every week we give each other a player's cutout from Wikipedia, only showing the clubs they've played for in their youth career, senior career, and the appearances and goals. And Josh, what on earth is this? Is this? Oh, whoa. First thing that jumps to mind, Josh. It fails the rule.
What?
Kana rule. It's only played 23
times. Is the Kana rule 23 games or more?
No, the Kana rule's 30 games or more.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Lorik Kana, 30 games, I think.
Just searching Lorik Kana. Oh, shit.
I'll still give it a go. Josh was at. Here you go. I'm going to put Josh back on the. You can see him. He knows the error of his ways. What an idiot. What are you, Josh? You're an idiot. You're an idiot. Right. I'll still try and crack it, and I'll get extra points if I get it right.
Yeah. You get an extra Shroot buck.
Right. Youth career. What is the value of one Shroot buck?
Same with Stanley Nichols and that.
Yeah. Youth career, 2002-2004. Ali Ulenze, I'm going to go with. Ali Ulenze. 2004-2009, Saprissa, who I think... I can picture their logo on their badge, but I think they're Greek.
They are...
Or
no, they're not.
So they Cypriotic or whatever.
No, they're from his... there must be a couple of names the same, because this is this is different.
Okay, it's his nationality where they come from. That's what you're going to say. 2009-2011 breaks through into the Saprissa senior team, making 3 appearances. Whoever spent 2011 out on loan at Punterinas, making 5 appearances. That got him a massive move to Arsenal. What the hell? 2011.
But they saw enough. They saw enough in those 8 games.
Yeah.
We've got
So he was at Arsenal for 7 years, and he made 23 appearances, scoring 3 goals between 2011 and 2018. However, it is absolutely splattered with loans. So, 2011-2012, he went on loan to Leyton Orient. Orient, no, didn't. Lorient is where he went. And played 25 times for their first team, scoring 3 goals, but also played 5 times for their second team, scoring 1 goal. He came back to Arsenal.
That reeks of Lorient going, oh, we made a mistake here.
Yeah. He came back or he went on loan and played the 5 games for Lorient 2 first, and they went 1 in 5. We'll give him a go. And then they carried on playing him. It didn't work out. He came back to Arsenal, but went back out on loan to Betis 2012 to 2013. 28 appearances, 2 goals. 2013 to 2014, another loan for Olympiacos, 32 appearances, 8 goals. Then he must have got his Arsenal appearances between 2014 and 2015, because his next loan move isn't until 2015 to go to Villarreal, 16 appearances, 1 goal. 2016-2017 on loan at Sporting, 19 appearances, 3 goals. 2017-2018 back to Betis on loan, not as good, 8 appearances, 2 goals. He then moved to Frosinone, 2018 to unknown or present day, 17 appearances, 0 goals, but he's actually currently on loan in 2019 to Lyon, but not the French Lyon. I don't know where that Lyon is.
Yeah, he's on loan at the restaurant.
Making the most appearances he's ever made in his career, 42, and scoring 5 goals. He cannot be a striker.
They're from if they're in Mexico, by the way, that Lyon.
That Lyon is in Mexico. Okay, he cannot be a striker with stats like that. He's got to be defender or defensive midfielder. I have nothing coming to mind, but you've broken the rules, so I'm gonna.
You don't have anything coming to mind? Oh no!
I can't really think of anyone that. I mean, he's got to be maybe French because it's it's Arsenal. But
I'm just looking because he won the league with Olympiacos. I'm seeing if we played with anybody of note.
Won the league with Olympiacos. No idea. Can I have his nationality, please? His international.
Yeah, that's gonna give it right away. I'll give you his position first.
Okay, I'll have his position then.
His position, contrary to your belief, is a forward/winger.
Oh God.
He played with Roy Carroll at Olympiacos. Jose Holebas.
Who can I rule out? It's definitely right. It's not Bentner. Is it Yaya Sanogo?
It's not Yaya Sanogo. No, he's not European.
Oh my god. So he's African with Saprissa.
No, he's from the Americas.
So South America.
I'm not sure where you actually badge this country.
Oh, okay. I am drawing a big blank. I'm really drawing a forward winger.
He was always spoken about Arsenal as like potentially. Oh look, he's had a decent loan here.
Campbell.
I don't know where they got that from.
Someone Campbell.
Joel Campbell.
God, yeah, he was like similar to sort of Jesse Lingard now. Always talked about in potential, and everyone always thought he was younger than he is.
No, to be fair, he is pretty young. He's still only 27.
Same age as Jesse Lingard.
Yeah, but when we spoke about
Yeah, yeah.
Joe last time he was mentioned, he left. He only left Arsenal 2 years ago.
He's Costa Rican, isn't he?
He is Costa Rican.
Costa
It all
Rican.
came. It all came out, and it's funny you mentioned it. It all came out at work, and someone mentioned Costa Rica, and they were kind of in kind of groupings. They were badged as South America, and some mentioned, "Oh, would they be happy about that?" I was like, "Well, I'm not sure where you bait. It's Central America. Where did it get going?" And I was like, "Oh, what about Costa Rican players? Or do I like, say, Paolo One Chop? I remember a player on Chat Manager, Ronald Gomez. I often like buying,
Yeah.
and then Joel Campbell came up, and I obviously subconsciously completely ignored the Kana rule for Joel Nathaniel Campbell Samuels, whose actually name would be Joel Samuels.
Okay. Well, as we do, Josh, on here, has he got anything on his personal paragraph
Personal.
in the Wikipedia?
Personal life is the son of Humberto Campbell and Roxana Samuels, and is of Jamaican descent. He's in a relationship with Maria Fernanda Cascante. He has 3 siblings by the names of Nikisha, Humberto, and Catherine. Campbell's a devout Christian. He says that family is the second pillar of his life, with the first being God. Campbell also recites Psalm 27 before every game. Well, that took a turn, didn't it?
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
There you go. There you go. I don't have any memories of Joel Campbell.
I have a, I,
Actually,
obviously,
World Cup. He had a really good World Cup, I think, for Costa Rica. International stats, I'm going to guess at 25 appearances. Less, much less.
More.
More.
He's racking them up. He's gonna go down in history as old Joel.
Oh right, okay, wow, okay. Let's go for the 82 appearances and
Okay.
30 goals.
It's 93 appearances, 17 goals. He's currently 10th on the list of all-time appearances. As I mentioned, actually, none of the players I mentioned are actually above him. Celso Borges, Brian Ruiz. Brian Ruiz has got 125 caps.
Yeah, Brian Ruiz was their star player for years.
Oh, do you remember his World Cup? He had
Yeah.
remember that? It was just amazing from the World Cup. So yeah, Joel Campbell does have a World Cup goal to his name.
Yeah.
He scored. Didn't we play him in the World Cup?
No, we played Trinidad, Tobago, and Panama.
No. We played against Costa Rica in the World Cup. Might have been this World Cup.
No,
it was. Well, yeah, it was because it was the Uruguay, Costa Rica, and Italy group, wasn't it?
That wasn't this World Cup, Josh.
No. 2014 World Cup.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Costa Rica versus England, 0-0, and Joel Campbell started up front. Yes.
Nice.
And England lined up like this. Obviously, it's bleak, isn't it? We lined up with Ben Foster in goal. This must have been the last match we rotated a little because otherwise this is really bleak. So Ben Foster, Luke Shaw, Chris Smalling, Gary Cahill, Phil Jones at right back, James Milner, Adam Lallana, Lampard, Wilshere, Barkley, and Sturridge up top. Yeah, definitely.
The worry about that, Josh, is that could easily be a first 11 of the era.
It's because we were already knocked out, weren't we? Because we lost to Uruguay and we lost to Uruguay.
No,
and
we got knocked out in the final game, didn't we? Because Suarez scored an equaliser. Suarez put us out, didn't he?
Oh, it's not really coming back to me, to be honest with you.
No, it's not. We've obviously blanked this from memory. Oh well, doesn't matter.
That's not what this is about.
It's not.
Well, it is about our knowledge of football, but he scored. He scored against Uruguay in the World Cup. Scored a few World Cup qualification goals. Scored against Northern Ireland. If it was most close to home, you can get there.
Well done, Joel Campbell.
Well done, Joe Campbell. Yeah, and obviously has the Greek Super League and the FA Community Shield to his name, so he'll be remembering those for a long time to come. But there's still many years ahead of him.
Exactly.
Who knows how he'll progress? Will we see him back in the Premier League?
No.
Oh.
I will definitely say no right now.
Okay.
So, okay.
Oh, should we loop back round to the quiz and tie this in a nice little ribbon, Dave?
Let's go then. Quiz, Josh. Talk us through it.
Talk us through it. Right, so we have Dave is trying to name everyone who's been a player and a manager in the Premier League. He's got 36 out of 45, so far. Should we go through it in order of what you're missing then, Dave?
Yes, let's do that.
So you are missing someone who played for Southampton and managed Leicester. Now, this is a kind of a real sporadic time for Leicester. I think they probably got relegated He's got the same name as the Arsenal player and Portsmouth manager. It's good old.
Oh! I can picture his face, and he had floppy hair.
He's in the Andy Hessenthaler realm of football manager. That kind of, is a little centre mid probably, and just kind of pings it about.
Oh, something Adams. Yeah. Oh, I'm never gonna
Mickey Adams.
Mickey Adams. That was it. Yeah, Mickey Adams.
Okay. The Chelsea player, West Brom manager. Now, Chelsea player is again at the start of the Premier League, Scottish. I think he may even probably manage Scotland. West Brom was a bit, nothingness. Maybe kept him up. Might have been the Kieran Richardson era keeping him up, maybe. But this is Steve Clarke.
Oh no, I was never going to get that. Yeah, never get that. Not in a
Okay.
million years.
We then go on to the Chelsea player, Fulham manager, and I said early Premier League years. So he's a kind of foreign import to the Premier League. Managed Watford in the Championship, managed Fulham in the Premier League, sacked pretty early on.
Stojankovic.
Lavisa Jokanovic.
Close enough. I was close enough.
The Nottingham Forest player, Burnley manager, it's Brian Laws. There's no way I can give you a clue for that.
Yeah.
I've got that. Sheffield Wednesday and Middlesbrough player, Leicester City manager. Now, this is, you definitely know him. And also, actually, this is out of date because he's also a current manager. Actually, I can't think where he is. Where on earth is? It's been too long, but I think he is.
Sheffield Wednesday and Middlesbrough.
Yes, yeah, he's a current manager. He's current Premier League manager.
Sheffield Wednesday and Middlesbrough player managed Leicester in the Premier League and is currently managing another team in the Premier League.
Yes, just appointed.
Who definitely can't be very good then.
No, he is it? He staved off relegation.
Is it Nigel Pearson?
It's Nigel Pearson, yeah.
I didn't know he played in the Premier League. Bloody hell.
Chelsea and Spurs player, Sunderland manager. I have two memorable moments. One of those moments is a lovely scooped assist over for someone to volley home on the opening day of the season, I think. And the second was a kind of long-range lobbed goal he scored for Spurs.
No.
Also managed Brighton in the Championship with Mauricio Taricco as his assistant.
No.
Gustavo Poyet.
Oh, Gus Poyet.
Okay. Then we have Manchester United and Middlesbrough player, Middlesbrough and West Brom manager, player manager for Middlesbrough. His photograph is him holding his shirt aloft.
Brian Robson.
Was it top half?
Brian Robson.
It is, I know.
Brian
Story man. Top half was shirt and tie and jacket. Bottom half was shorts and socks. Absolute miraculous, Brian Robson. Okay, Sheffield Wednesday player, Barnsley Sheffield Wednesday manager, Danny Wilson.
Oh, I probably
Wilson.
Yeah.
And the Sheffield Wednesday and Leeds player and Norwich manager and Northern Ireland manager, Nigel Worthington.
Oh, bollocks, yeah. Never would have got that. Oh.
I think you did all right there, Dave. I mean, it's tough to say what you actually got without me delivering it to you.
Yeah, tough quiz. Pass.
You'll always have that memory now. You know, if someone goes, "Oh, did Nigel Pearson ever play in the Premier League?" Bang,
yes,
got it.
He did.
Got it.
I think that's one of those. If it was like an exam, that's the exam where I'm not fussed about the grade. It's just got to be a pass.
Yeah,
and I think
you'll definitely grind some out there. You're going to miss some obvious ones, but you don't mind because you're just going to grind now and get that pass.
Exactly. So, well, I think that brings us to the end, Joshua.
I reckon so. Yeah. So thanks for listening, everyone, and it should be hopefully in the next few weeks a bit more content based in terms of reviewing of live football matches, back to our wheelhouse. So we're talking about Bundesliga to begin with, Premier League afterwards, but until then we'll be filling it with a number of quizzes and different subjects that we're going to talk about. You can check out our back catalogue on YouTube, on Spotify, on SoundCloud. and give us a like, give us a subscribe, and also interact with us on Twitter. You can find us at Football Talk, but remember,
there's no A in football.
No A in football. But until next time, please be in contact, keep in touch, and stay safe. Thank you. Goodbye.
Cheers. There we go.